Good afternoon and welcome to today's vote on the Subcommittee on Zoning and Franchises. At this time, please silence all cell phones and electronic devices. Chair, we are ready to begin.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a meeting of the Subcommittee on Zoning and Franchises. I am Councilmember Kevin Riley, Chair of the Subcommittee. Today, I'm joined by Speaker Adams, remotely by Councilmember Moyer, Councilmember Abreu, Hanks, Shulman, Salam, Carr, Sanchez, and Williams. Today, we are voting on three proposals. I will now vote. I will now note for the record that LU 397, the 74 Bogart Street rezoning in Councilmember Gutierrez district is being laid over to a future date. First, we will vote to approve with modification a set of city-sponsored applications known as the Jamaica Neighborhood Plan under LU number 369, 370, and 371, along with the related action under LU 372 for the Station Plaza Jamaica City Map Amendment, all of which are related to a property in Councilmember Williams and Councilmember Gennara's district, as well within Speaker Adams' district in Southeast Queens. I'm going to briefly describe these four actions along with council modification, and then I will let Speaker Adams and Councilmember Williams speak in detail about the process and additional capital and policy commitments they have secured for this area from the administration through their negotiations on the proposal. The Jamaica Neighborhood Plan seeks to rezone approximately 230 blocks in Southeast Queens, including downtown Jamaica, industrial areas to the east and south, and key corridors such as Hillside, Jamaica, and Liberty Avenues, as well as Suffin, Guy R. Brewer, and Merrick Boulevards. The plan will bring over 11,800 additional housing units, including over 4,000 affordable units. It will also generate over 2 million square feet of new commercial and community facility spaces, bringing more than 7,000 new jobs. To support this growth and community goals expressed throughout over 3 years of planning and those engagements, the administration is committing over 412 million in new capital and programmatic investments, which I will let Speaker Adams and Councilmember Williams describe further in their remarks. We will vote to approve with modification the proposed zoning map amendment under LU 369, which updates existing zoning throughout the project area to allow for increased housing opportunities, including affordable housing, and support the development of new commercial and light industrial businesses. Our modifications to the proposed zoning map amendments application will make targeted adjustments to densities along corridors extending south of downtown Jamaica and remove very limited portions of certain districts along the southern corridors from the rezoned area. These modifications create a transition from the higher densities of downtown Jamaica to residential neighborhoods to the south, where there are blocks of occupied homes and less access to transit, while still ensuring new opportunities for significant housing and affordable housing development that will revitalize the corridor of Suffin, Guy R. Brewer, and Merrick Boulevards. The council is also modifying the M zone between Liberty Avenue and the LIRR, Merrick Boulevard, and 180th Street from an M2-3A district to an M1-2A district in order to support clean redevelopment of open industrial uses like scrap yards and waste transfer stations, while ensuring appropriate scale for these narrow streets, which are close proximity to residential communities. We will vote to approve with modification the proposed zoning text amendment under LU 370, which advances the plan's goal for reworking the special downtown Jamaica rules, as well as implementing affordability requirements through the mapping of mandatory inclusionary housing areas through the plan area. This new MIH area is the largest ever to be established since MIH was created in 2016. Our modifications will adjust the applicability of MIH options throughout the new MIH areas by removing MIH option 2 from the downtown Jamaica area, leaving in place the more deeply affordable MIH option 1 and 3, where higher density rental projects are likely to close proximity to transit. The remainder of the proposal MIH areas in lower density corridors, such as downtown, where home ownership development is more likely, will permit MIH option 1, 2, and 3. As part of the plan, we will vote to approve proposed UDAP application under LU 371, which seek the designation of Urban Development Action Plan, approval of the Urban Development Action Area Project, and related disposition of city-owned property for parcels owned and managed by HPD, which will facilitate the development of 100% affordable housing development along Union Hall Street, with approximately 83 units of rental units and 34 units of home ownership in Speaker Adams' district. And we will also vote to approve the related LU 372 for the Station Plaza Jamaica City map change, an application by New York City Department of Transportation and the Economic Development Corporation to amend the city's map to facilitate refinements to the overall design of the ongoing Station Plaza Enhancement Project, which is within the Jamaica Neighborhood Plan area in Councilmember Williams' district. The updated Station Plaza project will increase pedestrian access and safety, improve traffic flow, and enhance the public open spaces immediately adjacent to downtown Jamaica's transit hub. I would now like to recognize Speaker Adams for her remarks on this project.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I am pleased to express support for our city's largest neighborhood rezoning in over 2 decades. That will deliver nearly 12,000 new homes, including almost 4,200 permanently affordable homes by mapping the largest MIH zone in the neighborhood. This historic plan for Southeast Queens will generate 7,000 new jobs, create over 2 million square feet of commercial and community facility space, and provide infrastructure for our beloved Jamaica. The plan includes commitments to bring new affordable home ownership opportunities to Jamaica after years of advocacy. These neighborhood investments will include infrastructure investments to address flooding issues, improve streets and sidewalks, improve public spaces, create new parks, and improve existing ones, upgrade public transportation hubs, increase public health and safety resources, bolster educational institutions, and enhance our quality of life. When the Jamaica Neighborhood Plan came to the City Council, we secured these major neighborhood investments knowing that's what our neighbors wanted. The most pro-housing council in a generation did not ignore the needs of the community, as some would seem to prefer. We listened, channeled that community power, and fought for the investments that will deliver a more prosperous and vibrant Jamaica. We made this historic neighborhood rezoning better for our constituent and all New Yorkers. I'm grateful to everyone who played a role in shaping, improving, and supporting the Jamaica Neighborhood Plan. Most importantly, Councilmember Natasha Williams, who led a community planning process unprecedented with local stakeholders, that I look forward to its passage by the full City Council later on this land use team, including Paris Strotter, Brian Paul, Ann McCoy, James Catone, and Arthur Huff. Thank you all for your hard work. Mr. Chair, I yield.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would now like to recognize Councilmember Williams for her remarks on this project.
Thank you, Chair Riley, and thank you, Speaker Adams, for your support, and to all the members of the subcommittee. I know I stressed you out a little bit, but for years, administration after administration has brought forward working groups and action agendas for downtown Jamaica, but real change never came. Too often, our community was told to wait. Wait for funding, wait to be a priority, wait for next year. When I was elected to represent the 27th Council District, I made a promise that Jamaica would wait no longer. Our families, our small businesses, and our young people deserve more than promises. They deserve results. They deserve housing that is affordable, jobs that can sustain a family, and public spaces that reflect the pride and possibility of Southeast Queens. This Jamaica neighborhood plan is the result of that commitment. It finally makes Jamaica a priority. It brings modern zoning that will help us build more housing, affordable housing, homeownership, and jobs alongside a package of fully funded investments that put this community at the center of growth. The rezoning will make way for nearly 12,000 new homes, including close to 3,800 permanently affordable units under mandatory inclusionary housing. This will be the largest MIH area ever established in New York City. Hundreds more homes will rise on public and faith-based sites, creating affordable and senior housing for long-term residents who want to stay in the community they helped to build. And it will open the door for new commercial, cultural, and entertainment spaces that bring downtown Jamaica to life as a place where people can truly live, work, and play. To support this growth, we secured over $400 million in new infrastructure and community investments. These priorities came directly from the people. They came from the voices we heard at town halls, from steering committee members, from youth symposiums, and from neighbors who showed up and spoke up over the last 2 years. This plan will deliver safer streets, new sidewalks, and plazas along Archer Avenue, Jamaica Avenue, and Merrick Boulevard. It will renovate 6 major parks and playgrounds and create 2 new pocket parks. It includes more than $80 million to expand Jamaica's healthcare infrastructure, $40 million for school upgrades, and to begin the long overdue Queens STEAM Center, and nearly $20 million to strengthen York College and Jamaica Center for Arts and Learning. We also fought for new funding to expand workforce development and small business programs that will keep opportunities right here at home. We're also building on the city's earlier $315 million commitment to rebuild Jamaica's sewer systems, adding new stormwater management projects and funding to help homeowners and community facilities make basement repairs and flood resiliency upgrades. We secured commitments for new affordable housing on city-owned land, including affordable home ownership on Farmers Boulevard, and deeply affordable housing with a new community center at the South Jamaica Multi-Service Center on Guy Brewer Boulevard in the Speaker's District. And because real change requires accountability, the administration, thank you very much, I know y'all are here, has agreed to create and fund an independent downtown Jamaica oversight task force. This task force will be supported by a third-party facilitator to make sure agencies stay coordinated, progress stays transparent, and the public stays involved every step of the way. Finally, in response to community feedback during public review, the council is also making modifications to the Suffin, Guy Brewer, and Merrick corridors to reduce height as one moves from downtown Jamaica into the M zone between Liberty Avenue and the Long Island Railroad. We are modifying this M zone from an M23A district to an M12A to encourage clean commercial redevelopment of open nuisance industrial uses like scrap yards and cement plants while ensuring that scale is appropriate. I want to thank the Department of City Planning for their tireless work, my colleagues across City Hall for their partnership, and the members of the Jamaica Area-Wide Rezoning Steering Committee and executive committees for their leadership and faith in this process. I also want to thank the Council Land Use Team, Paris, Brian, James, Arthur, my incredible staff, Whitney, Amir, Clotilde, Joanne, for their dedication and perseverance. Today, we are voting on a rezoning. We are voting on reinvestment, on equity, on hope. We are voting to give Jamaica the same opportunity to thrive that it has given this city for generations. Thank you for the opportunity to speak, and I will ask all of my colleagues to join me in supporting the Jamaica Neighborhood Plan. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Williams. Moving on to our next project, we will vote to approve LU's 396 for the 535 Morgan Avenue rezoning, a private application to rezone an existing M1-1 district to a C7-1 district to facilitate the development of a new supermarket in the existing retail development along the western edge of the development site. The zoning change will allow a portion of the existing building to be re-tenanted by a grocery store user of greater than 10,000 square feet, which is not permitted as a right under the existing zoning. This project is located in Brooklyn in Councilmember Gutierrez District. I will now call for the vote with the support of the local members to approve with modification LUs 369 and 370 for the zoning map and zoning text amendment to implement the Jamaica Neighborhood Plan, and to approve LUs 371 for the UDAP action and related disposition in connection with the Jamaica Neighborhood Plan, as well as LU 372 for the Station Plaza Jamaica City map change, and will also approve LUs 396 for the Morgan Avenue rezoning. Council, can you please call the roll?
Chair Riley.
Congratulations to my colleagues on the wonderful plan. I vote aye.
Councilmember Moya.
I vote aye.
Councilmember Abreu.
Congrats to my colleagues. I vote aye.
Councilmember Hanks.
Congratulations, I vote aye.
Councilmember Schulman.
Congratulations, I vote aye.
Councilmember Salam.
Congratulations, I vote aye as well.
Councilmember Carr.
With congratulations, I vote aye on all.
Chair, by a vote of 7 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions, the items are adopted and referred to the full Land Use Committee.
Thank you. That concludes today's business. I would like to thank the members of the public, my colleagues, subcommittee council, land use and other council staff, and the Sergeant at Arms for participating in today's meeting. This meeting is hereby adjourned. Thank you.